I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Sports. I'm bringing to the XFL what we do for the NFL. Week 3 XFL Power Rankings. That's right. Our most popular reoccurring video on this channel is our Power Rankings for the NFL. We've got 2 weeks under our belt. I am comfortable doing a power ranking now, I believe. Okay. There are a couple of, I believe, clear-cut teams that are ahead, and there's a couple of clear-cut teams that I believe are behind the 8 ball right now. Okay. And then a lot of somewhere in the middle. Okay. Let's go with my number 8 team in the league, the Tampa Bay Vipers. And I know you may be thinking, yeah, but they just barely lost, blah, blah, blah. I get it, but they've got this dual threat, dual quarterback situation they're working with, where they're bringing one guy in, taking one guy out throughout the game. They've got the Mark Trestman factor. Look, he was a great CFL coach, but he was terrible in the NFL. And Trestman don't look great in the XFL either. I don't know what it is, but for an offensive guru, his offenses have not translated to the NFL or to the XFL. And I don't know if it's his play calling, the way he views things, or what through that CFL lens he's got going on. But there, I've got the Tampa Bay Vipers at number 8. Number 7, the LA Wildcats. And look, not all number 7s are created equal. They almost was a little higher, and I know they're 0-2. They put up a hell of a fight yesterday against the Dallas Renegades. Look, at least they've got a quarterback, Josh Johnson, who's got a lot of NFL experience. That game was fun between him and Landry Jones yesterday for the Dallas Renegades. And LA, it was close. It was close. It was evenly matched. They led that game for a good bit. And the LA Wildcats, I don't think will go winless. For all I can tell, in 10 games, they could win 4, 5, 6 games, theoretically still. Okay, they've got some talent on that team. And Winston Justice, I really like Norm Chow at offensive coordinator. Now, this is a tough one because I thought they looked a lot better the first week. Number 6, the New York Guardians. And there was some thought by me to put them at number 7. And I'm going to tell you why. All of a sudden, after a solid first week of quarterback play for Matt McGloin, he shit the bed in a royal way. And even worse, he did it in an embarrassing fashion. He threw his coaching staff under the bus. He showed frustration. He acted like a kid out there. Kevin Gilbride has got an issue on his hands. And if I was Gilbride, I would be beating the bushes for another quarterback, and that would be Marquise Williams' job. That would be his job from now on, just because of the way McGloin acted. I'm going to be honest with you. I would release McGloin. I would. That's my number 6 team. Look, their defense looked really good the first week, and they got absolutely obliterated by the DC Defenders. They weren't competitive. They looked awful. And like I said, really and truly, I almost, even though they got a win, they're 1-1, I almost put them at number 7 behind a winless LA, because I think the Wildcats right now look like they've got their shit together a little better than the Guardians. That quarterback situation is downright embarrassing. It is. Number 5, the Dallas Renegades. Okay? And you're like, whoa, Landry Jones. Look, their offense didn't look good the first week. There were times through quarters yesterday, their offense didn't look great yesterday either. One of the issues the league is having, I think, right now is lack of practice time. I've heard something to the effect of 5 practices pre the starting of the season and maybe a scrimmage they had. This league eventually is going to have to figure out how to add maybe 2 more games so you can shake the rust off. There's got to be something to get these offenses out of the gate a little faster. Landry had a real good completion percentage yesterday. At times, Landry, you could tell. You were like, well, professional quarterback. He's out there calling audibles, reading defenses. It was glorious. It was NFL quarterbacking in the XFL. But he still throws too many interceptions, even in the XFL. Okay, but he's dusting the rust off, and I look for Dallas to be a more dangerous team going forward. I do. Cameron Artis-Payne, 99 yards, 2 TDs yesterday. So, number 4, the Seattle Dragons. Holy shoot. Okay, I like what they have going on. Of all things, I thought Jim Zorn was going to be a real bust. And I like listening to Jim Zorn. He's ridiculously polite on the sidelines, but he is a teacher, okay? And look, if you got to go into Seattle and play the Dragons, good luck, because there were 30,000 fans. I mean, the last half of that game, I was like, holy crap. They're so loud and fired up for this defense. You're like, this is the Seahawks, you know. Not talent-wise, but the fans were. The fans will give Seattle a chance in every game against every team. They will. Brandon Silvers, my preseason pick for MVP, is not looking great. Okay, I think he completed 91 yards, but he had a couple of touchdowns still. But at times, he just looks in over his head at quarterback. So I am worried about the Dragons' offense. Okay, I am. Number 3, even though they lost yesterday, St. Louis Battlehawks. I tell you what, I think I stand corrected on Tamu. Tamu is looking really good out there at quarterback. He is. Another really strong day from the kid. I like what I've seen out of him. This second week was sort of a step up for him. He was 30 of 37 passing for 284, 3 touchdowns, 32 rushing yards, and another touchdown. So, look, the Battlehawks are showing a lot of potential out there. They're going to be a tough out in St. Louis. St. Louis is showing they love the XFL. They had far and away the highest in-market rating the first week. 7.4 million. 7.4 was the metered market in that St. Louis area. They missed the Rams. Good luck if you're going to St. Louis and playing. I like the Battlehawks. I do. I thought it was a really step up from, Tatamu played really well in the last couple of drives of week 1, but I was worried about him. I didn't think he looked good in that game. I got killed in the comment section, but I doubled down on him because I just think, even though statistically he finished okay, he didn't look great through 3 quarters of that first game. But the last couple of drives combined with this game, there are 3 potential real stars in the XFL right now. Number 2, the Houston Roughnecks. This is my team. I'm in Texas. I don't root based on geography. I'm a Niners fan and a Yankees fan. I root based on childhood memories, okay, of when I connected with a team. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I've got them at number 2. P.J. Walker is going to be, if this league hangs around and he stays in the league, superstar. Dual threat. He is out there. I mean, he is making some moves, some throws that lights up the screen. He threw for 170 yards yesterday, 3 touchdowns, and threw in another 27 rushing yards. And it was an absolute battle with yesterday with St. Louis. I did well in my predictions, by the way. I think I went 3-1. No, I went 4-0. So P.J. Walker is going to lead this team. That defense looks pretty good, even though St. Louis battled the hell out of them yesterday. I like the Roughnecks. I do. I think there's a clear-cut top 3 teams versus bottom 5 teams. I do. I think we'll see on Dallas. Dallas has got to show me some more, okay? Number 1, DC Defenders. I don't even have to think about it. Cardell Jones is officially a star in the XFL. Him and P.J. Walker are running neck and neck for best player in the league right now. And Cardell Jones is showing you he can be the greatest AAA quarterback ever. One of my issues and one of my fears with this league is they got to figure out, I know they're paying these star quarterbacks the most money, around $750,000, but eventually, depending on league success, they've got to figure out how to get those salaries even higher so they can keep these guys on this team. Or Cardell and PJ will be on an NFL roster next year, and these teams will be starting over, and then the fans are going to have to reconnect every year with a new quarterback, and that's going to be a problem in the league. So I hope this league generates enough revenue and is successful enough that they can bump those salaries up a little more. But look, they shut out the Guardians. They made the Guardians look freaking foolish, like they shouldn't even be on the field with them on Saturday. Cardell Jones, awesome. That offense, they got a wide receiver out there, Rashad Ross. He's a star. To me, DC and Houston and St. Louis are a clear-cut 1, 2, and 3 above the other teams. Honorable mention maybe to Dallas, but Dallas offense at times still makes me a little nauseated. It does. You tell me what you think. Don't kill me in the comment section too much. XFL power rankings are rough. I know the NFL inside and out. I mean, I know second and third string linebackers in the NFL. I'm still getting to know these teams and all the players, okay, on these teams and what players are with who, et cetera, et cetera. There it is. Number 1, Defenders. Number 2, Roughnecks. Number 3, Battlehawks. That's my top 3. Worst team in the league, I've got the Vipers. Peace. I'm out. Till next week.